Let's go ahead and bring out our next single lady. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia.
Alicia, how old are you?
I'm 28.
And what do you do?
So I'm a student and as well a cocktail waitress and a content creator.
Okay, and now what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to go to the gym, I like to cook, I like to hang out with my friends, go shopping, go to the spa.
Okay.
Like girly things.
And now what are some things you look for in a man?
Ooh, he don't like shopping.
That was very loud.
Yikes. Okay, that's okay. Some things that I like, or what'd you say that I like in a man?
Yeah, what are some
So I'm
things?
interested in people that are kind,
Okay.
funny, I think generous, romantic, and I think intellectual as well.
Okay. Now what are some deal breakers?
I would say some deal breakers for me would be lack of self control. Like if you're kind of angry or grumpy, that's not my favorite thing. Lack of angry, lack of effective communication, and then as well, I would say lack of discipline because I do like the gym and things like that.
Got it. Okay. All right, so we did get a couple of pop balloons. Let's go on over there, see why they ended up popping. Okay, your name and age?
Braylon, 37, Cleveland, Ohio.
Braylon, why did you end up popping your balloon?
You know, you asked about her occupation. She was a cocktail waitress and content creator. Then she said she liked to shop, but the math ain't mathing because them not real jobs, in a sense. So it seemed like you like to spend more than what you bring in. You know, but other than that, you're a very beautiful young lady.
Ooh, you kind of deep in my pockets, but that is okay. Yeah, I'm like, don't calculate too hard, but it's okay. It's okay. It works out. Trust me.
Okay.
Bills paid.
So,
Period.
Awesome.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, you're handsome. I think you're well dressed, handsome. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's go down over here. Your name and age.
Name is Kashim, and I'm 38 years old.
Okay. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So, when give me a second. I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. There was a couple of things, right? Content creator. What does that mean, right? I know we didn't get that far. Okay, it is what it is. But outside of that, yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I was like, can I see myself really matching with this young lady? Nah. Like you're attractive. Don't get me wrong. Like from head to toe, literally from head to toe, you're attractive. I just can't see it though. So that's just me. Yeah. Oh no. You know what? I just remembered. My fault. You said you don't like people that's angry, right?
Yes.
I'm from New York, so my normal disposition, people be like, "Oh, you're always angry." Yeah. No, I'm regular. Feel me? But,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Well, they do say people from New York are very aggressive, but yeah, she should have expounded on that content creator because that don't work very well. I don't know why people and that's not. I don't even think that's really even a job, but it's just sad that people are actually getting paid off of being a content creator. I hate that, but I'm gonna say this, and I actually saw this. There are women that are making more money doing OnlyFans than some of these NBA players. Crazy work. But let's continue.
oh, that's
I mean, so
a fact, bro.
that was the thing.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
I was
But
shocked.
what they're saying is because they're not investing that money, it only lasts for about a good 7 years because they're surviving. They're surviving, but they don't know what to do with that money. So yeah, they're making a lot of money, but it really depends if they go viral though.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna just be getting paid like that.
it ain't nothing crazy about it, bro. You know how many desperate ass niggas in the world that you know what I'm saying, nerdy ass nigga that sit at home and especially them motherfuckers that make money, they just sitting at home ain't really got shit like you know what I'm saying, they don't know how to go out here and talk to women face to face. Like they you know what I'm saying, them be their main supporters. You know what I'm saying? Then you got motherfucker being sugar daddies and shit. Like I can believe that shit, man. That's why I say, it's shit. It's crazy, but it's not. I believe it. You know. And then, like he said, they don't even think to invest in shit. They just spending that shit. So they feel like it's gonna keep coming, but one day that shit gonna die out. You know what I'm saying? Your body ain't gonna be like that forever.
Yeah, it did. I will say it did
Uh
shock.
huh.
It did shock me. You know what I'm saying? Because they compared, as I believe LeBron James is one. I don't think he's the highest paid, but I know he's one of the highest paid NBA players. But they compared his numbers to some female that was either 19 or 20, and she made more money in 1 year than he. It was just crazy. I would just say it was
Uh,
crazy. I was
yeah.
shocked. I was shocked.
Content creator don't just mean OnlyFans, but when a woman say content creator and like they said, she only expound on it. What like 'cause content creator can be like being a photographer or being a blogger, you know what I'm saying, traveler or some
Right.
shit like that. But when all she say is content creator, don't say shit else.
Mhm.
Like, are you ashamed to
Right.
say what type of content you creating? Like, you know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
they because when women say they're an entrepreneur or they say they own a business, I feel like the same way, like it's very vague. And I
Right.
think that's what they
Right.
think all they have to say. And it's just like, tell us something, like offer some information that gives it, because content creator is a very vague, and I'm gonna assume that, yeah, I'm gonna assume the
Yeah.
worst.
Exactly,
I'm sorry,
bro.
that's,
You know what I'm saying?
you got me fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I just look at that OnlyFans. That's the first thing I'm gonna think. That's gonna come to my head because I don't think you're doing anything else. But let's go ahead and
Right.
continue. Let's see what else she got to say.
The thing that caught me, so I was like, damn,
That's
all
okay.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now, is he someone that's your type?
Not totally. I do think you're handsome. I do sometimes gravitate towards bald guys, which is kind of funny. But I do like a guy that's a little bit taller. I know everybody makes fun of me because I'm a little short, but I do like that as well.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right, cool.
Let's go to our next guy here. Name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Anthony, and I'm 37, I think, 36. Well, listen, the problem is my
Question mark.
birthday is at the last day of the year, so it like be throwing me off.
Okay.
But here nor there, you cold.
Okay.
So what happened was when you said the content creator,
What
my
up,
bad.
Chef?
Make sure y'all edit that. Content creator. What I thought was, you look like something that I like might go, out back and take myself up top to. So I didn't know.
What does that mean?
You look like a porn star or something like that.
Ooh, why like a
God
porn star? I wouldn't
dang.
say that though. It's lifestyle and beauty and like reviews.
Yeah.
It's more
so
wholesome, you know?
I didn't know if it was.
Yeah, but see, you didn't say that.
That's not a compliment. That's not a compliment. Why would she take that as a compliment? Would a guy that wants a beautiful woman ever say that she's like a porn star? Or would he say that if he wants to fuck her?
That's a good
The
question.
fact that she turned that, is that what women are calling compliments today? Because of a song that probably came out of some shit? Women don't have no self-respect. I'm starting to see that women have no. She turned one of the most disrespectful things you could say into like a compliment. Let me tell you ladies out there that may be listening. If a man puts you in the same category as some women that sells themselves, I don't care what he says behind it. Fine, beautiful. You are just pussy to him.
Hi.
No man that actually is pursuing a woman would ever put her in those categories. He wouldn't even play like that.
Right.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry. I do agree with you, but I do understand why she reacted this way because it's so easy to say, "Oh, another angry woman." Of course, she will react like, "Let me take it as a joke. Let me be all happy and goofy, and let me answer your type of way." Because I don't want to show my face where I'm angry on YouTube video. How many people will see it? That's understandable as well. If she would have reacted
No, it's
upset,
not. What's up, Mo? That's not
no, but
understandable.
I know
But
it's not.
what
But
you're saying is how women get judged is it's justified
we
if
will get
if
judged anyway.
who gives a fuck?
That's the
If a
thing.
nigga
That's
calls
why
you, if,
I'm sorry,
who
but
can't? Y'all see, but y'all, yeah, I understand, but that still doesn't make it right just because she's doing it for those reasons.
but wait. So
Dude,
why
just
you
say
after
you look like a
but you after
prostitute
the guy? Why you after her, but you're not after the guy that say this shit? That's the thing. He should
because
have
she
not have
accepted
said
it
that.
because she accepted it as a compliment. That's why. I'm not.
And I'm
I
saying,
thought that was disrespectful. She had every right to go off of that nigga. She said, "Don't ever." She could have said, "Don't ever compare me to that." In his reasoning, but the fact that she turned it into a compliment, that you basically saying it's a beautiful. I'm good looking. I got a nice body. That is just because y'all. This the thing. Do y'all give a fuck about what men say, the one in front of you, or you care about what people gonna say about you online?
Personally, I don't give a fuck. But the thing is, it's so easy for social media to turn a woman as an upset and angry black woman or angry woman. So of course she's gonna act like, oh yeah, that's cool. But like in real life, of course, I'm sure 100%, she would have told him like, what the fuck. But I do feel like it's so crazy to her answer was cute and nice. Leave it like this. Next, she was ready to next. Look at the guy face. Look at the guy. Look at the guy. Why the fuck am I gonna try to argue with you?
Wait, wait,
Like
wait,
it's
wait,
so
wait, wait, wait,
crazy.
wait.
You
Hold,
show
hold up,
me a
hold,
video.
hold up, hold up,
You
hold up.
show me a video.
Go. Hold on, hold on. I don't even know who is this anyway. Cause young lady, do
It
you?
sound like Napoki.
I don't even know who that is. But young lady,
Sorry.
do you understand what he's talking about? Because I understood everything he was saying. Basically, whether even she could have still corrected him. Even if you're looking at it like if she would have corrected him, we would have looked at her in a bad way, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I do feel like it's so crazy for me to say. Don't get me wrong, I understand your point. Like, yeah, she should have like click like literally correct him straight away and still love and be goofy, right? But this type of social media YouTube thing is so easy for anyone to call her a upset and angry woman and
No,
whatever.
well,
So
but
I
I
feel,
do no, but I understand that. But we're reacting to this video. I want you to understand. I mean, even she could have still. Nobody would have looked at her like that if she would have corrected him in a
Slim,
respectful
because
way.
women don't know how to be respectful,
Hmm.
the only way that she's describing the scenario, because normally a black woman would call him a bitch ass, broke, gay faggot in response. So she's saying that if she were responded like most black women do, that's uncivilized, that the media would have just looked at her and not him. And we're saying, no, we're saying if she knows how, if she has any type of self respect, you can correct a guy respectfully without being aggressive, without having to even say anything disrespectful back. But
Right.
because you're even saying, I know black women are going to go off when they go off because they can't just say something in a corrective manner without trying to demasculate a man. You're saying in that situation, you know, because you already know women don't know how to just respond without going
no, no,
off.
no. I just said whatever. It's so crazy, but I feel like you guys saw it on you. Whatever a woman will say, if you go, like, there will be seen a type of. You probably had a group of
When
men
you
where
have no
okay,
proof of
they
that,
stand,
give
but
me a
I'm the type of
video of a
person
man
where
disrespecting a
100%.
woman and she just said that's not right. Don't disrespect. Give me a video of a man saying something similar to this, as far as putting her in the category of a prostitute or stripper, and the woman responded with a response that was still respectable, and she didn't have to go down to his level. Show me a video like that. There's never
Well,
a
I don't
video
have
like
some.
that.
But I saw some. The things I cannot find you one straight away, but I saw some, and that's why I feel like she's probably just playing safe or she's just being herself. I don't think there is
So then
nothing
when
wrong
I asked
about it.
you,
But
when I asked you,
100%,
what do you care about?
she should have like correct.
Do you care about the opinions of random strangers online or your self-respect? Which one do you think women care about more?
100% my self-respect, but also I
No,
do
you
know
don't.
how to.
You just said that no matter what black women do, she's gonna be called an angry black woman. So you
That's why
care about
the
more what strangers got to say about you than self-respect.
no, it's fake. Now you're trying to tell me who I am, and it's not what I said. I
I didn't
said,
tell you who you
regard,
was.
we're commenting the same video, right? And I'm
Yes.
telling you what,
Huh?
right? And that's it. I'm just telling you what I'm
Did you say out your
what
mouth
it is.
that no matter what
I,
she says, she's
it would
gonna
have
look
been seen as
angry?
look.
So that's
It would
you.
have been seen as a type of
Yeah,
way.
from
That's what
who
I'm
though?
saying.
From who? Strangers?
Don't, and it's crazy because don't act like yeah, it would have not. Of course, from stranger, from anyone around,
So
because
you're
they
agreeing
probably
with what I said then. That's what I'm saying. You're agreeing
were.
with me.
I did say also that it would have been great for her to correct him. But I do feel like at some point in your life when you don't give a fuck, you just act the way she acts. Like who the fuck, like I don't understand. Why
Yeah,
is
and that's
always
why I
the back
said
of
just because and I said that doesn't make it right though.
yeah, but leave
You're trying to balance what strangers say about black women to self-respect. I don't care why she's
I'm not
doing it.
balance
That's a insecurity
but I
that
do
black women
feel
have nowadays, or women in general have anyways on social media, because that's how y'all depict yourselves. But if
you,
someone literally put you in a
you
category of a porn star
you
over just
trying to say what I say without me saying. You know, in my mind, I never say this. I
I
have
don't know in your
self-respect.
mind.
That's what I'm saying. But I do feel like because probably she doesn't care. When you don't care and you know who you are, the fuck you trying? Like, why am I gonna try to argue back and forth with you? Look
Because
at you.
because men care. Men care. So if you don't have self-respect for yourself, the next guy's gonna look at you like trash. We gonna look at you like you don't care about yourself. We're gonna treat you
Maybe
like you don't care
like
about yourself.
no, maybe everyone thinks like the way you think. Maybe they know. Oh, okay, they will have a private conversation with you. You
I
will
can
tell them
guarantee you.
what,
I
and
can
that
Was real or not, so I was just like, I'd rather not. I'm cool.
No worries. That's fine.
Okay. All right. No, is he someone
I'm
that's your
taking
type?
you up top. Go ahead.
I don't know what that means. But no, not necessarily. I like a man that's a little bit more clean cut. But I do like the tattoos, though. The jewelry's nice, too.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. All righty. So we do still have 4 balloons left unpopped. I'm going to go ahead and have you ask these guys a question just to help you narrow it down, see who's more your type.
Okay. How old are you guys, and what do you do for work? And do you enjoy what you do for work?
Okay. Name, age, and do you enjoy what you do for work?
I'm Antoine. I'm 35. I'm a school safety specialist. I do real estate on the side, restaurant investor, and private protection. I love what I do. I do it because I didn't have anybody like me growing up, and because I don't have a father, never had a father, so I want to be that for the kids. So yeah.
I like that answer.
Okay. Let's go to our next guy. Name and age and the answer to our question.
Ramon, and I'm 36. I own an auto detailing business. I do Airbnb, and I own a fleet rental company.
Cool.
And then I think you
So, brothers, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm going to just let you know that this is the guy that she picked. So we're going to go to the catch up and see how it worked out. Or did it work out? Did they even make it to the first or second date? That's the question.
All she heard was money.
But
And the reason why I'm playing the catch up is because it just shows how women really don't take accountability for their actions. And instead of them just owning up to what they did, is they want to throw blame on somebody else. So I want you to watch how the woman doesn't take any accountability for what she did. Let's get to it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are here today with Ramon and Alicia. Welcome, y'all. How
what's
we
going on?
feeling?
Doing all right yourself?
Yeah. I'm good. Thanks. So we had you guys on episode 18 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. All right. Okay, so my final question, is it a yes for you for her?
For sure.
Is it a yes for you for him?
Yes,
We got a match! All right, I'll take this mic and you guys can go on up. Yes! And so, obviously on the show, we saw there were, quite a few comments about this, that, and the third. And, you guys went down the line, got to meet a few different people, and we got to know a little bit about each of you. But, if you want to just let us know a little bit more, Ramon, we could start with you.
Yes, my name is Ramon. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, currently living in Scottsdale, Arizona. I own Triple R Detailing in Indiana, and then I also own Mila Properties here in Scottsdale, and then Kiss Gang Motorsports as well here in Scottsdale. So,
Okay, nice. A whole entrepreneur.
yeah, got to in today's economy. For
Yeah, definitely. And then what about for you, Alicia?
So my name's Alicia. I'm from Washington State originally. I've lived in Arizona for a couple years.
Nice.
I go to school for marketing at ASU. Yeah.
Okay.
And I do content creating, of course.
Nice. So yeah, speaking of content creating, so on the show, one of the comments from one of the guys in the lineup was he was like, content creator, I wasn't sure what to think about that. And he kind of said he thought adult entertainer.
Yes.
What was going through your mind when he said that? Because you were like, wait, what? Like,
Honestly, I thought that was kind of funny. If you're saying that, are you telling me I'm your type, or like, what are you getting at? A lot of people thought it was really offensive. Me, I was just like, whatever. Like,
yeah.
what are you talking about? Is the real question. That was my question. But I didn't take it any type of way because I know what kind of content I put out and what I'm doing. So
Yeah. And
I
then
didn't mind.
another one of the other contestants was like, oh, he popped on you because he was like, I don't think you have a real job.
Yes, I thought that was odd. But honestly, I thought, one thing about me, I don't have to tell everybody all my sources of income, but I am a veteran. So it's like I'm getting paid to go to school. It's the
Right.
big ticket there. It's like,
Nice.
hello, I didn't have to sit there and itemize all my bills to him, but yeah.
Good. We're glad you got that out.
Yes.
And then Ramon, for you, you're 6'3", right? But you were actually called shorter on the show.
It's the first time for everything.
Imagine.
Yeah. Everybody at home and that I know was like, man, that's crazy.
We're like, we get 6'5" is the
Everybody
new.
been hitting me up like, what's up, Too Short? I'm like, wow. Damn, I got a whole new name, Too Short. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know that one was really different. I was like, what? I think you were actually one of like the taller guys in the lineup. Like,
Yeah, and then the guy next to me was 6'5", and she said she dates guys 6'5"
About
or
his height.
taller. And it
Yeah.
was like, okay, so what's up with him then? So
Never
it was
know.
kind of awkward.
Yeah. Okay, well, kind of to get into the juicy part that everybody waits to hear about. Since you guys,
Yes, sir.
I just want to put that out there. Notice how she didn't say anything she did up until the host. No, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. She didn't say no. She didn't say she was a cocktail racist. She didn't say what she did. She just said, "Well, I'm a veteran." No, I think we have a delay. My fault. I think we have a delay
Oh, okay.
because I didn't. But yeah, she didn't say what she did. She just said she's a content creator, and the fact that she didn't get what she got, it goes a lot into like she doesn't put a lot of thought into like the world, and I could tell that what the guy said. She's about money. She's about money. That's it.
Well, Teddy, you did say that she was about money, and yes, the fact that she's a veteran, and I know a lot of veterans do. A lot of people do this. They'll go to school, and the military will actually pay them. Which I mean, I got paid too when I went to school, but they'll pay you to go to school. So, and you'll get a small sum as long as you keep your grades up and you're going to school. The military will pay you for your degree, depending on what degree it is. So, anybody that wants to join the military will pay for your schooling. But I think they'll only pay up to a bachelor's degree. After that, that's it. I think everything else comes out your pocket. But let's continue.
you guys ended up matching. Have you gone on a date?
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, why not?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Why not?
Okay, you want to take it out?
You can start.
Oh, okay, let's
Yeah,
start over
please
here.
start.
Well, we made arrangements on Thursday to have brunch on Sunday, and I believe it was set for like 1 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
And I believe I reached out to her on Saturday to see if she wanted me to send a driver to her. You know, I felt like that'd be nice. So we had reservations at Global Ambassador at 1
Nice.
o'clock. So she didn't reply until 12:55 the next day. And she said she was gonna be late and that she had just seen the text and she thought she replied and this, that, and the other. But at that point, it was too late.
Okay.
In my eyes.
Okay. Alicia?
Okay, so yeah, we had chit-chatted throughout the week, and he would ask me, like, are you busy, blah, blah, blah. And of course, yeah, he sent that text. I'm running out the door, and I didn't answer. Like, I didn't, like, leave him hanging, but I didn't. I sent him the audio message, like, hey, I'm going to be, like, 5 minutes late. I'm on my way. And then when I go and check, I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't text him back. So I'm not going to say I'm ditzy, but I'm like, hey, I'm on my way there, blah, blah, blah. So like he said, at 12:55, I'm on my way to the Global Ambassador. His red receipts are on. He reads it. sees that I'm here. You could hear in the audio message, I'm obviously in my car driving, and he just leaves it on red. So then, mind you, I'm driving, going. I don't live that far. And then I get there and I'm like, hey, just parked in valet, right? So I'm like driving. I'm not totally on my phone.
Yeah.
I just assumed, like, out of good nature, I got up. I went to work last night, got up, got ready, went, that he was just going to meet me there. Like, we had confirmed the date like 3 times already.
Okay.
I understand that that was my fault that I didn't respond to that text. But at this point, we had like 3 confirmations. So I just assumed, maybe that's me, that we were going to show up. And yeah. He left the messages on red, didn't respond. I went, hung out at the restaurant for like 15 minutes and said, gonna pack her up.
So brothers, I want y'all to understand what just happened.
I want to respond to.
They
But go ahead.
they set the date on Thursday. She didn't respond back until 12:55 on Sunday, the day of the date, and the date I guess was supposed to be at 1 o'clock. What man is going? Come on now, but go ahead, Teddy, because I know you got this.
Right. Yeah. So basically, I can say both of them are at fault. So going off what she said they confirmed 3 different times already.
Hmm.
So this nigga asking about sending a car and shit, nigga, you doing too much. If she already confirmed she gonna be there, the fuck you trying to send cars and shit for? So in my eyes, if it's true what she said, they already confirmed 3 times, then like nigga, you should have just went with that. Now I understand him about, he's talking about sending the car and shit, and she read it and she didn't respond to the next day. You know what I'm saying? I can, and like you said, 5 minutes. You supposed to be there at 1 o'clock. You sending something at 12:55. Cause I'm like this. If it's the day of the date and you ain't said shit to me all day, and then at 12:55 you sending me some shit talking about you gonna be 5 minutes late, I wouldn't have left on red, but I'd have been like, matter of fact, I wouldn't even waited. I'd have told her early in the day, I'm not gonna be there. Just cancel the shit. So I feel like it's both of their fault. This nigga in his feelings about sending the fucking car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my take on it. I don't know what he gonna say, but that's my take on it. Both of them just fucking retarded.
Was there something you wanted to say, real?
Oh, my fault. No. I'm listening to y'all. Y'all got it.
Okay. Let's continue. Let's see how he responds to this.
Yeah, so no show.
So the reservation was for 1 o'clock. You left 12:55. About what time would you say you got there?
Well, I got there probably like 1:05, 1:10.
Okay.
But I hit him up like, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'm leaving my house right now. That's when the message was sent at 12:55.
Okay. So was there confirmation prior to?
Wait, she flip flopping. The message was sent at 12:55, but you left the house at 12:55. Which is it? Or did you do both at the same time? And who does that? And
Yeah, she said she was running out the house and sent the audio text.
Nobody.
You didn't hear when she said that?
Yes, I heard that too. But so I'm assuming
Okay.
she tried to call him, and I guess he didn't want to answer. So I'm going to assume.
No. Audio is you literally you can text somebody but use audio. It's an audio note.
No.
You probably ain't got an iPhone.
No, I know what it is. I'm just saying, why didn't she just call him? That's all.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, and I think that's a problem that we have here. These phones, I know that's our lifeline today, but I think we all we want to do is text. We don't even want to even actually have a conversation with people no more. I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing something. This texting stuff, man.
Yeah.
I get it. There are some people that I'll probably text if I don't want to talk to them, but man, I don't. I feel like sometimes I want to, especially if it's a woman, I want to hear your voice. But that's just me.
Man, you know what? I'm just gonna put the blame on this nigga, man. I know y'all may not agree with that, but I'm gonna put the blame on this nigga, bro. Cause she, like I said, if it's true that they already confirmed 3 different times that they gonna do this shit, bro, you should have just showed the fuck up. Simple as that. You should have just showed the fuck up if the shit was already, you done already made reservations and shit. So what, did you call up there and cancel and not tell her? That's some puss ass shit.
Oh, he
In my
going in.
eyes,
He going in.
bro should
Well,
have just fucking showed up.
let's see what he got to say.
Prior to, this date,
I mean,
like she
yeah,
said, you guys had
but like I said, I text on Saturday,
so from
asking her about
Saturday,
it wasn't any. So
okay,
it was like, nah, if you can't communicate, it's kind of pointless.
okay, got it. And so you said you did receive the message and you thought you texted him back, but it just didn't go through, or
I'm just on the way out the door, didn't press send, like
no,
rushing.
on
like,
Saturday when he like sent
Yeah,
another.
I forgot to respond and had the whole text typed and then sent him an audio message like, hey Siri, send so and so a message.
Okay.
And then I open it because I'm like, oh, he didn't respond. It's like 1:05. I'm on the way. And then I look and then I like, okay, I didn't send it. The whole message is typed out, but then everything's getting red. So he's sitting there like watching me say, and I understand what he's saying, like, okay, you didn't confirm, I'm not gonna go. That makes sense. Like,
Go ahead, bro.
So she's saying on Saturday he hit her up to confirm it. Was they not talking, interacting with each other at least before the date? So they just was
Um,
just
they're gonna get to that, but everything from what
because if
I think it's just a bunch of it just been through text messages. Like they're not actually talking to each other.
right, they didn't actually like talk to each other, and I would think they would do some interaction to like lighten the mood or something to get to know each other to some degree. But if she's saying I thought I sent it, but then she's still talking as though on her way out, she should have called. Like once she realized it didn't get sent, she should have called.
Right.
She should have called once she realized that. There's no excuse for that. Because if she told
Is that him
Siri to
breaking
call,
up,
text,
or?
No, that might be you,
yeah,
Teddy. That might be you breaking up.
yeah,
That's
because I
he
heard you
good.
say, "Am I breaking up?"
Okay,
Yeah,
my
so
bad.
I do agree with what he said. They're both wrong because if they wasn't communicating like that, that's what you're going to run into. Like you're going to run into a situation where there's an expectation. Now, I think that they should have been communicating more to get more confident in what was going on because I felt like because he didn't get no reply the day that on Saturday, that yeah, he probably was being petty and just reading the text messages and
Mm-hmm.
not replying. But in her head, when she noticed that it didn't get sent, she still acted as though like no, it was still like a normal date. Like she should say, "Oh, I thought she could have said anything." So that
Right.
means that when he texts on Saturday, she just let the whole day go by and literally waited until the next day, until the last minute to say she's on her way. They both wrong. They should have been communicating more though. That's it.
True. Well, brothers, I'm gonna have to say that I was wrong because I did say accountability, but I guess this is more about communication than anything else. Lack of communication. Let's continue.
I'll give that to you. But I
Yeah,
thought it was
cause
just silly to leave me
all
on
right, go
red. You
ahead,
could
go
have
ahead.
just texted me
Nah,
back.
go ahead. Go ahead. I got you.
Cause I was gonna say when you said something about her not taking accountability like that, that's one of the first things she did was took accountability, but not for not sending a text message. So I'm like, I was looking at that, but then yeah, like I said, they both just fucked up, but more
Teddy.
so on him, cause it's like I'm breaking up.
No. You good.
Oh, I would say, cause for me, it's more so on him, cause like she said, they was chit chatting throughout the week, and they made confirmation 3 different times to meet on Sunday. So it's like, what you keep needing confirmation for? And then about sending a car, like, bro, she can fucking drive. She says she gonna be there. She gonna be there. Like,
Right.
I'm most the blame on niggas, but they both at fault for not communicating good. But mainly his puss ass, emotional ass.
All righty. Let's continue.
Me back and been like, oh girl, I'm not coming. Like you didn't confirm. I thought that could have just been the respectable thing.
Okay.
Because I thought that was weird that you didn't respond, but you're telling people that I ghosted you in Phoenix. but you didn't respond to the last text. So that's kind of weird.
I mean, you responded a whole day later. So do you really call that responding?
It was less than 24 hours. This is your thing. I think you're very picky about times. That is one of the things. You've been very particular and picky about time, few instances that we had.
Okay.
Just like we had known each other 72 hours. And then remember that phone call we had?
Which one? Go ahead and let everybody else know.
Yeah, we only had one phone call.
Okay.
What
That was
happened?
one. I could grab the call.
But
if
it
you'd
was a
like me to
few
grab it.
times that I called.
That
and
is inaccurate. You
Yeah,
gaslit
it
me on the
was.
phone about that.
It
and
was
you're-
a few times that I
I'll
called.
go get the
and-
phone. I got the screenshots. You
and I
called
got
me.
the text messages.
Yeah, we have all the information. So
All
do you want
of
to hash it out?
I mean, if we have to.
I just thought it was weird. Okay, so let's run it back so we could clarify for the audience and for you as well.
Yeah, please.
There had been a phone call, right? Roughly 72 hours. So from the very jump, it was hard to confirm the date of the date from the beginning because
I
you kept
agree.
saying, I'll let you know tomorrow. Then
I
tomorrow
did.
came, and then you let me know tomorrow.
But then once Thursday came, I told you I had reservations and it was set.
Absolutely.
Sunday, 1 o'clock, Global Ambassador.
Okay, but that's not the phone call I'm talking about. I'm
But
talking about
Thursday, it was set though. You're talking about from when we did the show originally all the way up until Thursday. We went back and forth, kind of trying to
We
figure out
did go back and
about
forth
the
on the
date or
phone.
whatever. But Thursday came and it was set 1 o'clock. I told you I had the reservations.
That's not what I'm talking about. We went back and forth and why I think you're picky.
Okay,
I
let's
see,
hear about the
We just
call.
don't get along. I think that's what it really comes down to. But the call was that you had called me roughly, I believe, on Monday, and I didn't answer. You called me around 10 o'clock on Monday. We'd known
10
each other.
p.m.?
Yes, 10
Okay.
p.m. We'd known each other roughly 72 hours. Then we talked the next day, and on the phone, you had told me, well, since you didn't answer my phone call, I didn't know if we were going on the date or not. Like, you're acting like you're my dad or something. Like,
I don't recall that.
Of course you don't.
But I do recall the phone call about, 10 o'clock, but you told me you was free in the evening. So that's why I
I don't-
called that late.
But I didn't say I just thought it was so picky the way that you were on my phone telling me. I felt like it was entitled, to be honest with you, for you to call my phone and talk about when I'm not answering and when I'm answering, and I'd known you for 3 days.
I see.
I
I,
just thought
I
that
see
was
what's
rude.
going on, bro.
But you still said
Go ahead, man. What's up?
I see what's going on here because she said yes to this nigga. This nigga thought he's in a relationship already.
Damn.
That's what the fuck going on right here, nigga. This nigga think he in a relationship already, nigga. Like goddamn.
No, I don't think that's the case. I think that I think he's particular about time. Like I do think time doesn't matter. But she did say, "Are we still set?" And he kept saying. So it's like I think they both. Because when a woman to me says that you sound like my dad,
Mm-hmm.
is that a bad thing? Like, is it good? Like, what does it mean that when a woman like it? What does she mean by that? That because time is a big thing for a lot of people. He does a lot of shit, but I don't think that he was hooked on the I think that he's probably really big on time. I'm big on time, so I'm the type. I wouldn't do what he did. I ain't gonna do what he do. I ain't gonna do this petty. I'm gonna call you and figure out what's going on, and if I feel like you're full of shit, I'm gonna let you know that don't even think about the date. But I ain't gonna wait. No, I'm not gonna wait until literally the time that the reservations and shit. You wasting everybody's time. That is kind of weird. I agree with you on that. That was some weird shit. But he should have been a little more understanding. I do agree with you. He is acting a little. He should have been a little more understanding that because she keeps bringing up we only knew each other for 74 hours. So that means that to me that she's saying basically that it's not like we shouldn't be jumping to a serious scheduled conversation. We should be trying to fill each other out. So I do feel like
that's why I say I feel like the nigga feel like he in a relationship already. Cause it's like nigga, like she said, y'all just been knowing each other for 3 fucking days, nigga. Like damn, you already confirmed, and then she talking about she asking him about the date. So obviously she want to go on a date. That nigga talking about I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow. Like nigga, come on, nigga.
Yeah. She did say that she was, but then he tried to overshadow that by saying, well, on Thursday it was done, but she's like, well, before that, I'm hitting you up every day to find out and now he's
Mm-hmm.
trying to say, well, because it was scheduled on Thursday, I think they should have had one more over the phone conversation on
Yeah.
Saturday. Just I
Yeah.
think, but you're right. He did come off a certain way a little more than she did, but I feel like they both at stake. I feel like they're
Oh
both
yeah,
wrong. I
they
mean, you
both
can
at
weigh it.
fault. They
Yeah,
both at
but
fault for
the
sure.
stuff you point out, the stuff they both point out, they both got she got a good point and he got an aftermath good point. Like he's saying that's with the ending. But at the beginning, I think that she more I do agree. She more right than he is because she was more prepared at the beginning. He had to wait until Thursday. He could have easily said, I should have something planned by Thursday to give her an idea. She has
Right.
to call you every day. What about a date? What about a date? Are we
Right.
still going on
Right.
a date?
Right.
That is kind of like, okay, nigga,
Mhm.
you can't tell her, like, give her an idea so she don't have to keep asking
Exactly.
you. So yeah, I agree with you, bro. Ultimately, now that I think about it, you're right. You're right. He
And
acting crazy.
then to go back on what Slim said about accountability. So that comment about her talking about you sound like my father. That's the type shit. That's the type shit women say when they don't when the nigga hold them accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Cause that's something your father
right,
do. He holds you accountable
right.
for your bullshit. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That can be an incident of being held accountable of some shit. But yeah, overall, it's this nigga fault, bro. Cause it's like you talking about you had the shit set for Thursday. Like it should have been that. You know, you trying to do all this extra fancy shit. Do you want me to send a car? Like I'm still stuck on that. Do you want me to send a car? Nigga, what is you asking her that for? And then you mad cause she didn't respond to that dumbass puss ass shit? Fuck out of here, man. That nigga emotional ass puss ass nigga, man. And that's a fine ass woman. And then like she said, they just don't get along. Cause look how they sitting up there now.
Right.
Damn, what the fuck happened over there?
I think the only thing that only thing that I'm not giving her grace on is timing. And the only reason why I'm saying that is they harp on that in the
Oh yeah.
military. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, maybe because I was in the military for 20 years, but but if you tell me to be somewhere at 1 o'clock, I'm gonna get there at 12:45. You know what I'm saying, to make sure that I'm not late.
Right.
So that's it, and that's just stuck in me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. I gotta hold her accountable about her being late. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
especially.
She definitely
Oh,
she
go ahead.
she she definitely fucked up on the communication part too. Cause like I can understand him being mad about it taking a whole day to respond. Cause I'm the same way. If I text you, you ain't that fucking busy in 24 hours. You telling me the whole day you ain't looked at your phone and text nobody or called nobody.
Right.
And then especially if you read my shit, if you got time to read my message, you got time to type a little quick response. In my eyes, you feel
Right.
me? So I can understand him about feeling some type of way about her not saying nothing for a whole day. But nigga, come on, you set the reservations. Your ass should have been there. Or if you canceled it, you like she said, you should have told her you canceled it and you weren't showing up. Don't have her just going up to that. What he did it's some shit that women do. Women will read your shit and leave you on red and have you going up there looking stupid. He did some female shit. I'm done with it, bro. That nigga did
I
some
agree.
female
I agree because
pussy
I
ass
thought that
shit,
was
man.
I thought that was weird. That you was now you being petty, bro. that was kind of
Right.
petty. Right?
Well, let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else this brother got to say, because she getting a little bit upset if you haven't noticed.
Still set the date.
Yes, because that was
So
the objective of the show.
but
you
we should have not went on the date if you felt
and
that
thank
way.
God
Why schedule the date?
on this fine Sunday. Thank God that we didn't go on the date
I
because
mean,
I just feel
thank
like this was
God.
the energy on
I
the
saved my
phone.
money.
So you felt like he was coming at your
Thank
throat?
God.
The same way that it's like this energy, it was very back and forth and very petty on the phone. And he's getting snippy on the phone. And I'm like, okay, so are we going to go on the date? That was my response is, okay, so are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? And I do feel like, yes, you're a little snippy. And I didn't appreciate it. But the objective of the show was to go on the date. And it just made me feel a little opportunistic of your objectives, because prior to that, if you want to talk about everything, prior to that, you had sat here and asked me to model for your company. I thought that was rude.
You
and I
said
thought
you
that
was a content creator.
I didn't say I was a model
if
and
I'm
that I was
try-
going to come
but,
model
but
for
if
you.
I'm
Those aren't
trying
the
to put
same.
money in your pocket, what's wrong with that?
You didn't mention
I
a
wasn't
thing
trying
about-
to do anything for free, sweetheart.
But you
you
didn't
said
mention
you
a-
was a content creator. Like, I'm confused. If
So
that's
when
what
was
you
this
are,
asked?
it
When
was-
did you
it
ask?
was, damn near at the
Maybe
beginning.
Sunday.
At the beginning.
Right
But
away.
She
So
said she was a content creator.
So we filmed Saturday, and then you asked her Sunday if she wanted to model for your
Sunday,
business.
Monday, it was pretty early.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, it just really gives like you're opportunistic. Like, that's what it gives. I just feel like 3 strikes you're out. For you, it was just a couple weird interactions. Yeah, you asked me to model. You didn't mention anything about money for you to say
I did tell you that over the phone, that I had no
later.
problem
But
paying you.
upon, may I finish speaking?
Go ahead.
Since you wanted to like overtalk me. Is that okay with you?
Go ahead, bro. My fault.
So how she get offended that he wanted her to be a model, but didn't get offended when the guy called her a prostitute, a stripper, when she said content creator? She never even told what she does from the whole time we've been hearing this whole conversation. She still haven't said what she does. Maybe she did on the show. Maybe she did on the full episode. But how you get offended, and does he? So you, if you thought that when he said come model for his company, that you was doing a freebie. If you're doing business with somebody, you should have said, hey, well, okay, we can talk over how much it's going to cost and what I'm going to have to wear. But why would you get offended about that?
Right.
That's what I don't understand. You didn't get offended with the other guy, assuming you was like a prostitute, so a girl that get naked, but you got offended because he wanted to use you as a model. It's not like he was
Right.
going to be butt naked, so I don't know. She has
Because that
and
could
the
have
other
easily
guy
been
that
talked
said-
about over the date.
right, and the other guy that said that she's a fucking what did she say she
What
doing?
he said?
No,
He said
she's the other dude. He said that she said she was a content
might have
creator
missed it.
and like a cocktail waitress or some shit like that.
Yeah.
That she does something like a waiter. Yeah, so he said that those are not real jobs.
Yeah.
And she agreed,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she agreed with him. So it's like, and he said that you're about money, and she literally was like nodded her head up and down, like, okay, he's right. So I feel like when she said, well, you didn't mention nothing about money, it sounds like she's an opportunist. Like she's for she wants to profit. She's selling herself. So I want to know what content she does. I'm gonna go be nosy though, because I want to know. She don't make sense.
Yeah, I mean the best bet. I mean they usually put their Instagram on there, or when they come to the show. So I know you don't even have social media, but if you ever just happen to go on Instagram, you can probably find out exactly what she do. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe just look at her pictures. But as I never checked them out. But let's go ahead and continue.
She is very attractive though. She's
Yes,
very
she is.
attractive.
She is. What up, Eggnog?
I'm
What
just
up,
waiting for
yeah?
my turn to talk.
All right, go ahead,
Thank
and then
you.
we'll let you go right after
I
her.
didn't ever say that I was a model, and then what did I say when you asked me if I wanted to model? I was like, oh, do you want to do a content exchange? Like you detail my car and I make a video about it? You're sending me screenshots talking about this is what I want. And you did not mention anything about payment upon the initial interaction of asking me to model. So no, I don't work for free, and that's how it came across initially. That's okay for me to say. You didn't mention anything about payment till multiple days later when I was like, hey, that rubbed me the wrong way. And you're like, well, you should have said something. Well, I don't know you, and I don't feel comfortable to sit here and go back and forth with you knowing you 2 days. That's crazy.
Okay, Ramon, go ahead.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm good. I ain't gonna do the back and forth.
Okay.
Like I said, I offered her an opportunity. I didn't think that, I had to initiate that, yeah, I'm gonna pay you. In my eyes, it was kind of
I
obvious.
thought it was a given.
Yeah, like if you're a content creator, I don't ask anybody to do anything for free for me. Nothing. So, it was a given that I was gonna pay you. The amount just wasn't discussed.
Got it. Okay, and then so for you were like, she could have just told you right then and there if she felt some type of way about it instead of hanging on to it.
She did tell me. She
Okay.
did tell me that she felt some type of way about me asking her about the content, and I told her, that she said she was a content creator. So that was the only reason I brought it to her attention. But I also apologized when she told me it made her feel uncomfortable as well.
Okay. So did it make you feel uncomfortable because you felt like that's the only reason he matched with you, or what about it was like,
Well, to me, it wasn't giving. Like, this is supposed to be a dating show, and then it feels, like I said, opportunistic because you're coming to me for business ventures, and you're talking about, yes, my hobbies and what I like to do for business, but I didn't come on here. This isn't The Apprentice. Like, I didn't come on here to work for you and to be your employee. So, yeah, I thought that was rude that you're asking me to work for you and bring friends to model for you, too. And this is before the conversation of payment as well. So,
You know, I find in real, I get what you're saying. I understood. The other guy said she felt all that. I don't even know if that's even rude or not, in my opinion, for what he did. But for somebody else to say that, oh well, you look like a porn star, and you're upset
Right.
about it, like that. Come on. And I'm sure that he was. I'm sure payment was going to come up sooner or later. I don't think he was going to
The
have you do
fact
that
that
for
is
free. That's crazy.
right. The fact that she's putting all this energy on the financial aspect of it means that it is a, transactional situation, and I think look, I felt like the men on there with me are more blunt, and I could say that they could have said some things that you could have found offended. When he said you ain't have no real jobs, you didn't get upset about it. You was like, oh yeah, he makes sense. The other guy says you look like a porn star. Oh, it must. Oh, so he's trying to say I got a body like a porn star. But when he says, hey, come model for my company, it's offensive, and you bring up finances for why it's offensive, and then you said it's too early to be asking questions like that. I didn't come on the show for that. Well, it didn't sound like you was on the show for anything about love. You didn't. It didn't sound like she was on there to be looking for love. It sounded like she was just looking. She says a dating show. So she didn't give in. Like she didn't show like interest. Like, okay, I'm looking for my husband. It's like I'm looking for a date. It's like she was taking the opportunity to be on the show, be seen, and have fun.
Right.
That's what it looks like. What's up, Rico?
Let's
I,
continue. Oh, go ahead. Go
Nah,
ahead.
I know that she, she did respond and say that she was willing to do a content trade. I want to know what was his response to that, because people do that. Like she said, he had a detailing business, so he detail her car and she do, model of the detail car, some shit like that. I
Right.
don't know. I feel like she making valid points, because it's like, by him saying out now rude, the saying it was rude, that's not the right word to be used in this situation. But I don't see why she felt some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all a part of getting to know somebody. And like you said, he trying to put money in her pocket. The amount could have easily been talked about over the fucking brunch y'all set.
Right.
So yeah, like I said, both of them have made this shit weird. So that probably rubbed him the wrong way by her acting weird about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah.
that was real weird for her to act like that because he said something about modeling for his company. That was just dumb as fuck.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, go ahead.
let's continue.
So to think that that's assumed, I think would be silly. Like, I'm an adult. I don't just assume that I'm going to go somewhere. Like, I like it to be ironed out. But once again, we're not having deep conversations trying to get to know each other. And we had joked on the phone, like, like we were just kind of like, hey, how's it going? What are you doing each other? We were doing that to each other kind of back and forth to death. There was no real like depth of conversation or anything for real.
okay, so you guys never really got to know each other.
Not
No.
really, no.
Okay. Ugh, God,
Like I
that's
said, it was a few phone calls that I did
One.
do, but she didn't answer our
One
call
call.
back or text back.
That's
So
not true. How do we have a whole conversation and plan out the date on the phone if I never answer the phone?
via text,
No, that's not true because then
via text, I told you I made reservations for Sunday at 1 o'clock.
you
at
asked me
Global
where I wanted to
Ambassador.
go. I
Yeah,
basically
it
halfway
was. It
planned the
was.
date.
I asked you where you wanted to go. Yes,
Because
I
you didn't
did.
know, and it was so much back and forth that we couldn't even decide a date and a time. And now it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that you.
But once it was set, what was the problem?
What was the problem? Exactly. I confirmed 3 times, and like I said, maybe I was a little silly to be like, oh, okay, like we'll just meet there. But yeah, you know what? I didn't text you back in the appropriate amount of time on Saturday. I will look at you right now and say, I apologize. That was my fault. But my objective wasn't to like dog you or play you. But I think that you leaving it on red, you're older than me. So you leaving that text on red, knowing that I went to the restaurant is tacky. And it's like you try to get your lick back. That's how it felt. Like, what was the objective of that? Because if you're a real man, like you could have been like, girl, I'm not coming. Like, you didn't confirm my text. Like, we could have just had a conversation about it. But you did that.
And
You
you
left me
could
on
have
red.
called, and you could have called instead of texting.
I sent you an audio message like, oh my God, I'm on my way there.
That's the only thing that's why I don't like all this texting and stuff. And she said that I didn't even know you could even do that. I don't have an iPhone, so you could talk to Siri to send a voice text, but you couldn't just dial his number to call him.
Yeah, you could do it on Google too, but again, she kind of once she took accountability for not Saturday, then even though I don't agree with his methods, you can't get upset at the response if you're already admitting that you kind of was you started the inconsiderate journey. Like you can't now say, well, even though I can, and she apologized for it.
Right.
So she's taking full accountability in that, which is commendable, but you now can't say anything that happened after me saying that I did something wrong is petty, even though it was. I'm not taking away I would never do that. I would just straight up say what's going on. But you can't now try to wait. It's like at this point, I agree. I'm just gonna say they both did things that made the whole situation. Even now, you can tell that they both feel like how they feel is they both think they're the star of the show. So when it comes to their situation, so he ain't gonna bend, she ain't gonna bend. Even though she's taking accountability, even though he's, doing what he's doing. I just think that they just did not. They just entered into this relationship fucked up. They just entered to it like with and I do agree. He should have had I think most of the time. The only thing I usually would ask women back in the day, are you allergic to anything? Is there something you don't like? So it can give me an idea. I don't normally say, what do you want to eat? I normally would just have just ask questions, and I'll let them know if she's not one of those people that care. But normally I'll have it ready. She don't have to worry about that. I'll be like, oh, are you allergic to anything you don't like, anything you won't eat? Because I want to take you. I want to be able to think of the place, but. I don't know, but the fact that she said that, he wasn't really prepared, she makes a good point. So it's like, you can't really, it's like you got to chalk it up to they both kind of like have played a part in its demise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like even if she would have called him instead of sending that audio message, he wouldn't even picked up the phone. He would have ignored her call. I think it would have been better. It would have been better for her to call, just so he can ignore her shit, and then she probably wouldn't have went.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they both at fault at the end of the day. But more so this nigga here. I put more to blame on this nigga here.
Well,
just for letting her go up there and knowing he wasn't gonna fucking be there. That was just some puss ass shit in my eye.
Well, let's go ahead and finish this out.
But you could have called.
doing?
You could have called though, right?
So
Because
when
I
she
just
sent,
assumed you were on your way. I didn't know better.
But why would you assume that?
so when she's sending these voice notes with these messages, whatever she's sending, and you're reading them,
I actually didn't read them right at the very moment that she sent them. I read them within, a nice time
12:55,
frame,
like you
know what I'm
said.
saying?
You read
But
it.
yeah, I didn't read it.
so you read it after the fact of the reservation
I
time
was
already
watching
passed.
football, yeah. At that point, I'm just like, I'm watching football. I'm not worried about it. She didn't respond in a timely manner.
Okay, so then after the whole ordeal with no one him not showing up to date and you not replying, did you guys ever talk again after that, or that was it?
No, I blocked him on Instagram. I just felt like it was tacky, and I felt like I said, I felt like he was trying to get his lick back, and we couldn't talk about it as adults. And he saw I was at the restaurant at this time. I'm talking like, oh, I'm at valet, like I'm here. He's seeing text, and like I said, maybe I'm silly, and I just went like, oh, he's gonna meet me there, just not thinking. You know what I mean? I'm not like maybe using my full capacity of my brain. I'm tired. hurrying up getting there. But it was the fact that like he just left me on red like that. I'm just like, okay, I see who you are. I have nothing more to say. Blocked. Mwah. See you later.
Okay. And you didn't try to reach out after that either?
Nah,
You were
I
done
was
with it?
blocked, but
On Instagram.
I mean, but you didn't know you were blocked, did you?
yeah,
Oh, you knew because you
Yeah.
tried to reach out.
I did.
Oh,
on
okay.
Instagram, but you have my number.
I was blocked on the phone.
No, you're not. You're blocked on Instagram.
Okay.
Now, you see what she just said? You had my number. So this is why I'm saying that she's petty too. He had it, so that means she didn't have him blocked the phone. So why didn't she call him? And yes, he was petty too. Now that I'm watching this again, I have to agree with you, Teddy, that yes, he was very. I'm gonna say he was petty, but they both could have called each
This
other.
was petty. That was petty. Yeah. She just said, well, you got my number. I ain't playing no cat and mouse game with nobody. As an adult. That's cat and mouse. Now she was expecting you to attempt to try different ways. No. Now she playing cat and mouse. Like, she used to this shit. This is why she keep going back. And he used to it too. But yeah, they both was petty. At the end of the day, if she still had an expectation, because she didn't have to even let him know that she wasn't blocking the phone. That means that she had an expectation to maybe she would have thrown in his face. Because she felt like he was being petty. She said, well, she still would have probably said, well, you still was trying to hit me up. So it's a good thing he probably didn't call her. Because she was already ready to just go back and forth.
Yeah.
It was a good thing.
And Eggnog, I'm not going to be on the man side. I'm going to be on the right side. The truth. Justice. You understand what I'm saying? So, because if the man is wrong, I'm going to say he's wrong,
Hold
my
on,
brother.
hold on.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
This man went out of his way to book reservations for a restaurant, and at the last hour or so, she couldn't confirm. I don't see where he messed up at. It's my second time watching this. I don't see where he messed up at. Honestly.
Okay. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that I get what you're saying, because I felt like she, like at 12, if the reservation's at 1 o'clock, and she texts him at 12:55, yeah, that's a little bit petty. I'm not gonna even call it petty. That's terrible, and I'm only getting on her more. I'm not gonna say I'm getting on her more, but the fact that she was a veteran, she should have been on time regardless. So that's why I'm looking at her kind of sideways. Go ahead, man.
Question. Answer his question. The reason why I say it's more his fault, because the last text he sent her was for her to confirm if she want him to send a car to her or not. If y'all already confirmed 3 different times that y'all gonna be there at 1 o'clock, what is you being extra for trying to send a car? That's my thing. That's the only thing he mad, because that's the last text he sent her that she didn't respond in a timely manner about sending a car to pick her up. Like, that shit dumb as fuck.
I get it. This thing is just kind of all over the place, man. It really is. I get what you're saying too, Eggnog, because yes, I watched this. This is my third time watching this. I felt, because I started to say, because when I started it, I said it's about accountability, but this now is about communication, the lack of it. So it's a lot going on here, but we're gonna finish this out, and then we'll see what's up.
I don't know.
I gave you the room to apologize, and if you wanted to hash it out, not even to apologize, because half of it was my responsibility. Right. But if you wanted to hash it out, you're not blocked. Your number's not blocked. Your Instagram's blocked, though. I was tired of seeing your corny Instagram. Damn.
That's aggressive.
No, I think that's real.
Okay.
That was one of the things that I didn't like too. We got each other's Instagram. I just don't think we're compatible in a lot of different ways, and I just think
I'm seeing that play out.
Yeah,
as we're
blatantly
here.
obvious, right? It's crazy.
Oh man. Well, I am obviously. It's unfortunate that it just didn't work out between the two of you, but on to better things, such as any future projects we could be on the lookout from either one of you.
Well, we ain't really worried about them future projects. So, brothers, this really is about communication. So I want to apologize because I started out saying accountability, but it's really about the lack of communication. This texting thing, we have gone. I mean, and I don't even want to even say old school. We used to be able to either just call and talk. Now we're texting, we're sending messages through these different social media apps, but we're not having no real conversation with each other. We're not even talking to each other. I mean, if you had a big family, now when you get home from work and you with your family, everybody's sitting in front of a television eating dinner. The TV was what's talking to you. You're not even talking to each other. We have lost how to talk to each other, brothers. We really have, amongst men and women. We got to do better. We got to do better. To say the brother was petty, the sister was petty. We got to do better, brothers. But right now, this catch up is a lot of either one or no dates that are happening. Nothing has gone past. I don't even know if any have gone past 2 dates. I've seen one where somebody proposed. That's it. But most of these catch-ups are failures. But that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? That's it.